I think 2 is fine. 3, not good. And the peas are just going insane. They're making it up to the light. I might have to crop those back, let it go as long as I could, but the bugs are just bad. And then for the peppers, which I got a decent amount left on the vines. Welcome back. Yes, I'm sick, but it's time for a plant update, so I'm going to forge ahead and get one done. The celery is looking great now. I don't know if you can see this, it's kind of leaning to the side. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get these out and move them into a farm. I'm not even sure. Definitely don't do 3. Oh my gosh. I think 2 is fine. 3, not good. This is definitely a water hog. It is all the way up to the light at this point. I've got like maybe an inch of space, but I mean, it looks so good compared to when I did this last time, so definitely fewer is better. I have been pulling off some of the lower branches as I see yellowing, but yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get this out and moved into a farm. I do have to clean up the farms today, and I guess I could give it a try, bring down one of the units. I don't want to bring anything up right now. I got bugs upstairs, so... But once I get rid of the bugs, I think I can probably start, you know, that's when I'm going to start my seeds. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I got a little bit of, I wonder, I haven't fed it recently. The colors are changing, so yeah, I don't know what the issue is. It's got wind on it, so but yeah, no, the cilantro is looking okay. It's merely looking okay. I haven't really been down here that much lately because you know I've been sick. But perpetual spinach is still going. I think I have a project in mind that I might use some of this for, so we'll try to get to that. Use some of this up. Ideally, what I would like to do is just take out this whole one here, and then if the project works, I will do it again, and then I can take out the other side as well, and then that will free up this unit so I can do some seeds or whatever. So that would be nice. And thank goodness I made that potato soup the other day, because that's about what I've been surviving on. Okay, well, the strawberry plant is growing insane. It's got like 1, 2, 3, 7 runners, I think. Jeez. And it's just putting out new leaves like crazy, so yeah, this one's doing really well. I need to get another one in another harvest and just check to see. I think this was the seed from a store-bought strawberry, so don't know if that means it's going to be everbearing or June-bearing, so we want to get ones that are everbearing, especially to put out in the yard. So I will have to probably start another strawberry. Now, the cilantro upstairs obviously isn't looking very good. I probably should have taken this down a little while ago, but number 1, I'm not feeling very good. Number 2, I did have a use for this. I wanted to do some stuff for the chickens, but haven't felt good enough to do it yet, so it's kind of been sitting here. I will also probably use up the last of the microgreens here. They're not looking all that great. I actually did pull a bunch for the chickens, but I can't tell if those are roots or if it's just kind of molding a little down there. But I pulled some for the chickens. Yeah, I haven't been feeling well, so I haven't been eating salads. And the peas are just going insane. They're making it up to the light. I might have to crop those back and give them to the chickens, which would be sad, but you know, if I have to, I have to. But we'll see. And this is the last of what's in the farm. I think I harvested 1 pepper in the meantime. I can't remember. One back there is going a little wrinkly. I don't know why they do that, but it's not fully ripe, but they wrinkle. So I'm going to come through, I'm going to probably just put you up on the tripod. I'm going to come through, I'm going to cut everything off and get all of this out and cleaned up. So I let it go as long as I could, but the bugs are just bad. I don't even know if you can see. So I don't know if you can see this sprout here, but it is just covered in bugs. And then there's like bugs flying all over the place, and I don't know what I think they're aphids. They're green, but yeah, I don't know. But they're just dropping like poop everywhere. So my avocado here, I'm gonna have to wash the leaves. I'm gonna have to treat and spray everything. So it's just bad. I just need to prevent it from spreading to downstairs, although downstairs has its own problems since I had the powdery mildew. And then, in case you were wondering, the cilantro in the Back to the Roots garden that my daughter is keeping, it flowered. She wanted to keep it, so we got some flowers going on, and so maybe we'll get a little bit of coriander seed and be able to start the process all over again. So, I'm going to break this all down, and you can come along for the ride and see how painful it ends up being. Something I wanted to point out, if you're pulling out stuff that have really big root balls, make sure you leave a nice big handle to hold on to. Otherwise, you're going to have a really hard time getting it out of the basket. And if I can't get it out of the basket, it's not a big deal. I'll just sacrifice it. But, you know, if it's possible to get it out, you want to leave a nice big handle, because this one's going to be the same deal. Okay, well there we go. Now, if it wasn't for me needing to clean this out, I could cut these a little higher and they would have regrown, but I need these, and these were looking really sad. So, yeah, now I just need to, I'll probably bust out a vacuum and clean all this up so it doesn't fall down behind the table where it's really hard to get to, and yeah, I just gotta wash these up. So, and then I'll take down the tomato next. So even the bunches of tomatoes are covered in bugs. Some aren't so bad, but some are just terrible. I have to wash these. Look pretty good. They're definitely not the tomatoes I thought they would be. They're not Roma-like. Okay, that is that. Now I just gotta get these cleaned up. That should be the fun part. This is the tomato plant, and this is 85 days worth of root growth. There's a sponge in there somewhere. And then the bottom, sorry for the reflection, the bottom really isn't that bad. This is its first cleaning. So you may take the cleaning schedule with a grain of salt. I do believe the top deck should be washed more often because my top deck looks disgusting, especially on the pepper plant ones. But you know, the reservoir is not too bad. So, and I do get like lime scale, so my water's not super hard, but it is hard. But yeah, no, the reservoir should be fairly easy to clean. I think it's going to be the decks that are going to be harder to clean. So just for the record, in case you're wondering, these top decks are really hard to get off. So they've got like these really strong clips on the edges here, all going all the way around. But just to add insult to injury, there's a tiny little clip here, not quite in the middle, that totally throws you off as to why your deck is stuck. So when you're taking these decks apart, be really careful. Like I started working my way around, and you know, you pry it off and it's recessed into the top of the deck. Like, do these people not test how to clean their own product? My God, this was hard to get off. You have to like push it up, and you can barely fit a finger under there to pry it open. And then there's this stupid clip here in the center holding it all together. Well, anyways, that's my annoyed talk for the day. I got 2 more of these things to clean. Now that I know this thing is in here, I won't fight with them quite as hard, but boy. Now this is the farm that had one of the peppers in it, and it has a lot of, I don't know if you can see, it looks like dirt, but it's not. It's like crystals. So I'm wondering if the fertilizer was crystallizing out, precipitating out, and that's why the plants were looking so poorly, because they weren't getting all of their nutrients. So that's something I'll have to keep an eye on in future, and I'm not sure if that's what happened or what could have caused that, or, you know, do I just need to change to a different nutrient system? So if you have any ideas on what might have caused that, just, you know, drop a comment down and let me know. I'm open to suggestions on, you know, what this possibly could be. And there we go, all crisp and clean. Now I do have some plants over here. I did treat them. I have a few others I need to treat. But yeah, this is just going to sit here for at least 2 weeks, preferably 3, in the hopes that I can get rid of all the bugs. And then tomatoes, I washed them. The bugs all crawled up to the top, of course, so I had to wash them again. I'm just going to have to keep an eye on them. I will go through and pick out the ones that seem ripest and probably dehydrate those, just so I can use them. And then for the peppers, which I got a decent amount left on the vines, I will probably cut those up and freeze dry them so I have those available for use. I already have some in the freezer, so I don't see the point of taking up more freezer space that way. So I'll just freeze dry them and have them for later. But yeah, the farms are all clean. I do have a seed starting tray for one of them, and so probably starting next week we'll go through seeds together. Maybe we'll come up with a plan together, and you know, and then the ball will start rolling from that point forward on garden prep and what we'll be filling these up with, and what, if anything, I will be starting in dirt this year. I'm thinking of trying to start everything hydroponically this year to see if I get better, faster, stronger starts for myself, as well as, you know, I do sell a few, so, you know, it'd be nice to have big ones to sell, and, you know, it'd be really nice to sell some nice strong ones. So I hope you found this video useful. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm sorry I am just sound terrible, but I am feeling a lot better, thankfully. I'll have some videos up at the end that you might enjoy. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time on the Aerogarden Homestead.